posing myself this question since there's been, a little bit of this question floating around out in the internet, and a lot of assumptions as to what it is. I mean, I guess this question has been posed for eons, but apparently some people think that they have, the be-all, end-all answer to this question. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. So, I mean, people have their own paths in life, and eventually they come up with their own answers about what exactly love is to them. And then they want to apply that to everybody. Like, well, I've had these experiences, this is my life, this is my understanding of it, and this is my understanding of what love is, and if you don't agree with that, then you're wrong, and yeah. So I wanted to do my own, personal thoughts on what love is, since, people are trying to apply their thoughts on what love is to me. So I figured I'd do a video on it. What is love? Love is beautiful in all ways. Love is love is a connection. Love is a feeling. Love is action, but it's an action forced on you by love, by the feeling. It's painful and life-changing, and it's irrevocable and unmovable, unshakable. Love isn't always patient, isn't always kind. Love isn't always the things that are in the Bible about what love is. Love is time-tested. Love isn't always a bright light. Love isn't always sitting in darkness because of the pain you feel because of love. Some people say that love is two people coming together and staying with each other forever just because it's comfortable, and it's because they're compatible, and by compatibility they mean that they get along well, and by get along well they can mean that those two people just don't argue. And I think that's just a form of complacency. It's not actually love, it's just settling. Two people who settle for each other. And it's not actually what real love is, It's just kind of complacent and complicit. You came into my life and we kind of got along together, and so we are going to have a life together because we just get along. We have fun together. We are affectionate with one another. We have good sex. And, it's not really because of any deep feeling. It's not really because anything drew them together. It was just compatibility, surface level. And I've had that. I've had that friendship level relationship. That was my ex-husband. We were compatible and we were complacent and we got along well, and there were issues that I really didn't even bother to look at, and we never really got to know each other on deep levels. And I thought I loved him because we just got along well and we never really argued about anything, and it was just and the time just passed, and I figured since the time passed and we haven't had any real problems, and this guy seems like a stable sort and I can get along with him, and there wasn't really anything passionate or loving about our relationship. It was just we got along well, but I found out later it was just because I was so complicit and I was so accepting and I went along so well with whatever he wanted. But it wasn't healthy, and I lost a lot of myself because of that. I gave myself away in order to do what he wanted, and I lost myself in it. But then I got struck with something that I felt was real love, that I thought was real love. And it at least showed me what kind of soul connection I want to look for, what I want to have for the future, and that's what I think is actual love. It's not complacency, it's not complacent, it's not just, being compatible with someone, it's not being with someone just because you get along and you don't have arguments and you just go with the flow about whatever they want. They kind of support you with whatever you need, but not really anything deeper than the surface level. What I think love, true, divinely guided, divinely driven love, what I think it is that soul connection you feel. And not many are going to feel it. Not many are going to know what I'm talking about. Not many are going to have experienced it. But they are out there, and there's a lot of them. And it's that click. It's lightning, and it's fire, and it's excitement, and it's your heart racing out of joy and fear, and it's incredibly deep. And it's because you can connect with a person on such a level that absolutely nothing of yourself is hidden from them, and absolutely nothing of them is hidden from you. And you can see so far into them, into their true self, into their soul, that you feel connected. You are two people, but you're one at the same time. And it just feels like home because they feel you and you feel them, and it's like looking into sort of a mirror. And that's what the soul connection is like. It's like this instant of recognition between two people, and it happens. I've heard that it can happen through kissing, but I don't really believe that. I think it always happens through the eyes. And it's like lightning and fire and being dragged into the depths of something that you've never experienced before. And you have to be brave in order to experience it. You have to force yourself to look into that person's eyes who you are drawn to. And if they feel it for you too, then it's mutual. You feel it. You feel that depth. You feel that connection. You feel deeply in your soul person is home. And that's what I think is love. And that's something that you can't get from a lot of people. It's not something that you can just go to the bar and, find a person in one night and expect that click to happen. It's something random and divinely guided, and that's what I'm looking for in someone. And when that click happens, it has to be, the actions afterward have to be two people who are willing and able to come together and be with each other, and willing to be with each other, and willing to build on that divinely guided click. And if that doesn't happen, then that is when the soulmate runner chaser episodes happen, and people are all up in their feelings and like, hey, I love this person we are connected, and they just don't see it. And what I want is that click with someone who's brave enough and willing to be in a relationship, to build on that, to understand that that's something that's close to a miracle, that is incredibly rare and not something that you feel every day. And there's a lot of people out in the world right now who are, living in their complacency with whoever it is that they, just fell with. They just kind of got with. They met through friends and were like, oh, you guys would be such good friends, and, you guys would do well together because you're so alike, or you guys like the same things, and, you know the same people, and you guys just get along so well, and you should be together. But what they're missing out on is that divine essence of what makes true love, true love. And that's something that one can't be gotten everywhere. And so, with that as a foundation for a relationship, the understanding that you cannot find that fire, that lightning, the depth of their eyes, the understanding that you cannot find home in another person will build a foundation for a relationship that will last for however long you guys are living. Because it's just the understanding that, it's so very rare and miraculous and special, and it won't go away, it won't fade. There's something there. There is a click. There is a meant to be that is divinely guided. And when that happens between two people who are not able or willing to build on that divine essence, then there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of torment. There's going to be a lot of trouble and chaos and disruptions in lives, and but maybe it's just because one person, how are you supposed to know what love is when you're born and grow up and know exactly what love is with that out there, and nobody really tells you anything about it? And so you can fall with, just get with whoever is out there and whoever is compatible with you, not understanding that that's just kind of like friendship, and that's not true love. Before marriage, it's a bonding of souls before you. It's taking your vows instantly, like when you look in someone's eyes, and not even, the vows are pretty much redundant. And that creates a deer. It doesn't create a deer. But, he had some antlers too. That just, creates the loyalty that'll be there for a lifetime. That creates the stability that will be there for a lifetime. That creates the love and the passion, and it fuels the relationship for a lifetime. And the vows are redundant. It's just like, you already know, just by looking in your eyes. You already know that I'm yours, and I already know that you're mine, because nobody else is home. Nobody else clicks with me like you do. Nobody else is the person who just holds everything, holds the understanding of me, and I hold the understanding of you at deepest levels, the deepest levels there can possibly be in a person. And that's what love is to me. And that's what I'm looking for. And it will probably take another 30 years before I find someone like that again. But, I'm willing to wait, and I'm pretty sure God will send me someone. I'm a whole person all by myself. I don't really need anybody. But in order to grow, in the ways that God wants us to grow, we do need another person in our life so that we can share the experience of love. And so people can always be themselves. They can always be a whole person. You are always whole as yourself, and you can always grow in the ways that you can grow without love, without sharing in the experience. But you will never grow to your fullest potential until you have that other soul that clicks with you, that connects with you, that can bounce you off of you, so that you can experience growth and your full potential. And if God wants us all to do that, then He'll send us all those people. And I truly do believe that everybody has somebody out there that they can click with. It's just, people being brave enough, people letting go of the things that they don't actually need, and truly understanding that God's guidance is God's guidance. I don't know. But I do feel that we have multiple people. Not only do we have like one person that we can click with on that level, but I think we have multiple people that we can click with on that level. And it just depends on, how enlightened we are on our path, who we're going to click with. The more that we grow into the people we are, into our fullest potential, the more that we grow into our fullest potential, the higher along the chain that we're going to attract our click. So yeah, it should be interesting to the next person that I click with, at least. And I think, I'm hoping that maybe as you advance, as you grow, as you go into your fullest potential, the click gets deeper, because you yourself as a person are more of yourself than you were before, if that makes sense. The click gets deeper. But yeah, I wanted to make a video on love. Love will change you. Love isn't always butterflies and rainbows. Love can be pain, deep, deep pain. But love is unconditional, and it comes from the soul. It's not an emotion. It's not an emotion. And when I say love is a feeling, it's not an emotion in the heart sense. And it kind of is, there is that emotional heart sense love that is there, but more along the lines of it is a soul feeling. It is a divine feeling. It is not solely based on emotion. Just like love is not solely based on lust. Not solely based from the body. You're not going to just get sprung and find your soulmate. No. It comes from the soul. And the only way to recognize true love, true, real love, is that click, that connection, that feeling that you won't get with anybody else. Or at least, not all the time. Everything else is all surface level. Compatibility and all of the relationship issues, the personality issues, money issues, lust issues, all of that is all surface level, and it doesn't mean anything. It's not anything. It's absolutely meaningless. It's nothing in the face of true soulmate love. Money, looks, everything's meaningless in the face of that connection. And that's why it's unconditional. It's the only thing that really, really matters in the world. But yeah, that's what love is to me. And if you, have your own ideas about love, I would love to hear them. I mean, we're all growing and learning. If you have something to add to this, then you can, and